I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. Connect with me on Patreon, and we will grow. And I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Now for approximately 10 days from you can say 18th of November till 29th of November, Venus will be out of the Mula Nakshatra and Venus is in Purva Ashadha Nakshatra. Now Purva Ashadha Nakshatra is a nakshatra that has close association with Venus because the planetary lord of Purva Ashadha is Shukra himself. Now when you're dealing with Venus coming in the Venus Nakshatra, this means your creative ideas are going to flourish. But you know, Purva Ashadha being the last of the Venus Nakshatra and being the one after Mula holds lot of importance both spiritually and materially. We will discuss that in detail. First try to listen what I explain about Venus in Purva Ashadha, and then I will give you tips about your own ascendant. So do check that out. Stay tuned till the end so that you get to know more insights. Do share the video among family and friends and subscribe the channel. Also follow me on Instagram, Telegram for interesting stuff. And if you want to book my consultation, you can drop me an email. Another thing, if you want to book a comprehensive PDF report, that is your roadmap of your life, that is your 300 plus pages report that tells you everything about all your charts, Mahadasha, Antardasha, 10 years of snapshot prediction, something good to start with. This report is good for a layman who is just starting their journey in the world of Vedic astrology, and something where you get to know about your personality, you get to know about the yoga in your chart, what are the positive and negative. If you want to book that, do check that out. The link is in the description box below. Let's start an understanding of Venus in Purva Ashadha Nakshatra. See, Purva Ashadha is a nakshatra that is completely in the Sagittarius zodiac sign. And Venus is a water element. Sagittarius is a fire zodiac sign ruled by Jupiter. So Jupiter wise, Venus is in its enemy house, but Sagittarius is different than all other zodiac sign because once the 8th house is crossed, the transformation happens, and from Sagittarius, your spirituality takes over, the dharma and the shastra takes over. So the Venus behaves differently and less materially, more spiritually, more in a karmic manner when it enters the domain of Sagittarius. This is the first step that Venus takes in order to become exalted in another zodiac sign of Jupiter, which is Pisces. Now, when Venus is crossing the Mula Nakshatra, it disintegrates. Its Maya disintegrates. And in Purva Ashadha, it takes a rebirth. This is the transformation of the Shukra. So Venus, when it enters the Purva Ashadha Nakshatra, it disintegrates into cosmic ions, and these ions try to figure out what is the path of the dharma, and it tries to take the path of the dharma. Now, according to the gun and charitra, according to the quality of an individual, this is going to give you either demonic effect or godly results. Why? Because see, Venus is Shukracharya. And Venus as a Shukracharya always wanted to win over the Devas, the gods. That is where the Daitya Guru Shukracharya, the Guru of the demons, comes into picture. Purva Ashadha Nakshatra is a representation of victory. Of victory because you have defeated the Mula. It is like you are disintegrated into the Mula Nakshatra and then you come out from Purva Ashadha by winning over the troubles of your life. And how do you win? You win through feminine energy. You win by balancing your own self. You win by not focusing but trying to be adjusting to the situation of life that you are in. This is a very passionate nakshatra. Remember, Venus is a water element, Sagittarius is a fire zodiac sign, so water gets heated up. But Purva Ashadha is ruled by a deity called Apaha. Apaha is the Devi of cosmic water. It is a representation of cosmic soup which gives birth to new entities and new things in life. So this is extremely creative, something where one chapter of life terminates and another chapter of life begins. Now anyone who is a Venus dominated person, say your moon or Lagna lord is with Venus, if your Lagna is of Venus, Taurus or Libra, if Venus is on your ascendant, if you're running a Venus Dasha, Mahadasha, Antardasha, then this becomes one of the most positive and one of the most constructive time of your life. Now, this is also important because Mars is debilitated 8th from this Venus. And remember, this is the time when Mercury also reaches the Scorpio Gandanta and tries to come back. So, lot more secrets are going to be revealed. You will also see that this is going to reveal your inner desire and you will try to be somebody that you always wanted to be. So, it's a great time to follow the passion. Purva Ashadha is also represented by a fan or a basket which represents filtering mechanism. Fan is a representation of relief of life. It is a representation of being everywhere, circulating, initiating a chain reaction. Whereas the basket, the soup as you say, is something where the people used it to separate the rice and the sand particles or the rocks, small rocks. So you just keep on throwing the rice up in the air and automatically through gravity it separates itself because of the different weight and different texture of the particles. What is happening here? You are being separated from the toxicity. So this is highly, I will say a kind of a transit where toxicity goes away, where the filtration happens and you become a better version of yourself. So if you really want to be somebody who you always wanted to be, like an upgraded version of yourself, this is the transit that you should look after. Now Venus in Purva Ashadha Nakshatra is also going to work on your aesthetic sense. It is going to improve it. You are going to see a lot of passion. So somebody who is into interior designing, someone who is into editing, color designing, graphic designing, where aesthetics are needed, you will flourish, you will become successful, and any career connected to these fields will show signs of opportunity. So this is something which you will have to work on. It is also going to build your charisma. It is also going to make you work on your own self. It is going to make you work on your own, you can say, look and feel. And this is something which is very unique this time because Mars is debilitated and Venus is in Purva Ashadha. The feminine energy becomes more dominating here. That means you should also pray to Goddess Lakshmi. You should pray to Goddess Parvati and Mata Kali. Praying to Mata Saraswati is recommended for students. Someone who is having financial trouble, you should pray to Goddess Lakshmi by chanting Shri Sukta. And if you're scared, if you have anxiety, if you have any problem in your life, then you should pray to Goddess Kali. Just a simple prayer, just a Naam Jap is recommended here. Now when Venus goes in Purva Ashadha, this is also about victory. So victory will be only after there is a war. So this shows that you are fighting for your love, you are fighting for your right, you are fighting for your passion. And this is what will be seen on an individual level, also at the level of society. You will try to defend yourself, you will try to prove a point. All is good if you do it under some limitations, if you know what you're doing. On the other hand, this is going to make you more passionate towards love. So if you want to rekindle your love, this will be the time. If you want to salvage a lost relationship, this is the time. Now, Purva Ashadha Nakshatra's Venus is also going to give you a lot of victory. So it will give you this sense of, or it will establish the charm of victory. Sometimes you may feel that what is the point of winning? A lot of people have depressive thoughts. This will take that depressive thought away and make you very, very passionate about being somebody, being somewhere. And that is why I will repeat it again. This is the time to achieve your passion. If you say you want to launch a product that you want to become successful, maybe Venus in Purva Ashadha is the time. Do check your Kundali. If time favors, do it. Now Sagittarius is also an idealistic zodiac sign. Venus being in the Purva Ashadha and Sagittarius completely out of Moola also shows that you are following a more idealistic path. Saturn third from this Venus is now direct and there is no retrograde motion of Shanidev, which means that all the decisions that you take out of patience, by planning will become successful. People who are involved into the salon industry, hairstyling will suddenly see great boost. People who are doing Vastu, people who are doing any architecture related business, or if you have a job in that, you will also become very successful. You will see signs of opportunity there. Health wise, Venus in Purva Ashadha wants you to focus on the holistic. It's more like a war towards your health. So give your 200% and do not show any complacency. Avoid alcohol as much as possible. Do enjoy, because sometimes Venusian energy fights with the Jupiter's idealistic approach, and Venus in Purva Ashadha is very powerful. It tends to destroy the true nature of Sagittarius sometimes. So you have to protect and defend that by still following the path of Dharma while you're enjoying your life. Now the Sagittarian energy of Purva Ashadha Nakshatra is also going to make you feel to roam around, to explore, to redefine the boundaries. You would want to navigate through different channels of life and you would want to visit different places. All is fine. You will see tourism industry might see sudden boost temporarily during this time. A lot of bookings will happen. So good for you. So if you are connected to tourism and travel, it's a great opportunity, especially someone who is into travel vlogging, who is in the hospitality industry. But there are three things that you will have to be careful. One is overindulgence. Another thing is being always restless, because the sense of victory might sit on your head and might make you think that you have to win no matter what. So you will do a lot of comparison. And the third thing is that being too aggressive about things which are emotional in nature. That means where you are supposed to follow a water-like trajectory, you are establishing fire at that place. So that won't work. And commitment is something that will give you a lot of trouble. Why? Because Mars does not hold any power. What is so important about Mars? See, if you put Venus in Sagittarius in Purva Ashadha on the Lagna, you see the 5th house lord is debilitated in the 8th house, aspecting Saturn, aspecting the 2nd house. So which means you will not have that courage or guts to commit anything. So there is a lot of ideas that is floating, there is a lot of passion that is happening, but it is not converting into the reality. So you will have to take one step at a time and understand the true nature of the planet. Now if you're in Aries ascendant, this is more about exploration, this is more about redefining boundary. You will become more idealistic in your approach and you will love to follow some role model during this time. Do it. You may find a guru also. For Taurus, Venus will be in the 8th house. This is the time of transformation. You will transform your looks. You will transform the place around you. And this is also going to work on your personality. This is also a Vipreet Rajyog. So it's all thumbs up for you. Take care of your health, especially your hormonal health. For Gemini, this is about marriage and relationship. This is Venus in Purva Ashadha. This is where the marriage becomes positive. This is where you can save a kind of a negative situation in the marriage and relationship, even business partnership. Venus in Purva Ashadha shows that you will encounter difficulties, but you will win over them. You will become victorious, and that is what is more important. Expenses may be on the higher side. For Cancer, this is about Venus being in the 6th house. This is all about focusing on the prarabdha karma, fulfilling your duties, cutting down the debts, and you are focusing greatly on trying to make yourself comfortable by fulfilling the commitment. Do not take new commitment or new pressure on your head until and unless you are free from what you are already serving. For the Leo ascendant, this is Venus in the 5th house. This is where the emotions and the expression and the love and romance rekindles and becomes more fiery in nature. This is when it becomes more passionate. This is where it becomes more active. And this active fire should remain controlled. Otherwise, this can make you obsessive. This can make you overdo things, and that can be a problem. Virgo. Now in case of Virgo, Venus goes in Purva Ashadha Nakshatra in your 4th house, which means you are more passionate about your luxury cars, you are more focused towards speed and thrill, you are enjoying the stay in a luxury hotel, or you can be sitting in your balcony and sipping a cup of coffee. That means you are enjoying your life. Do it, but ensure that you are also focusing on the karma. For Libra, this is about Venus in the 3rd house. This is all about expression. So if you are into music, if you are into art, drama, express yourself. If you are choking yourself, your Anahata Chakra will be blocked. You will not see the green light, and this means that you will feel very sad and melancholy at this point of time. Remember, the 3rd house Karaka, irrespective of the zodiac sign, the 3rd house Karaka is Mars, which is debilitated. So try to gear up and focus more on the positive side. Be passionate. Follow your dreams. For Scorpio, this is Venus in the second house. The second house Venus is always about money, family, personal life. So everything is fine as long as you are within your limits. You are not becoming too bold and too aggressive about everything, because your ascendant lord is weak in the ninth house and soon it will become retrograde. So it means that you need to know your limitations and boundaries. Otherwise, you will feel happy and there will be positive atmosphere in your home. Maybe you will have a get together in the family. You will also get rid of financial troubles. Sagittarius will see Venus completely transforming your ascendant. You will become a different person. You will become more aesthetic. You will become more positive, happy, cheerful. So avoid dark colors, gloomy things, listening to sad songs, but do something that pulls you up, that keeps you moving. Stay motivated. This is the time to motivate yourself into doing things that are seemingly impossible, because Venus wants you to win. This is your 11th house coming into picture. New career, new source of income, profits, all are written by Venus. It can be given to you by the Venus in its own nakshatra. For Capricorn, this is Venus in the 12th house. This will show you expenses, foreign travel, luxury. You might move into a lot of indulgence. You will become more idealistic about everything. You should plan your expenses. You should plan. I'm not saying don't buy things. Buy, but plan it out. Also, when you are spending something, when you're traveling, find the purpose of it. Because if you don't have a purpose, it will not give you any positive result. But overall, Venus being in the 12th house is good for you. It takes you away from the debt, but some positive expenses or investment might happen. So if you're looking for money, this is definitely coming from an investor. And if you're looking for good health, Venus has all the recipe to correct your health and correct your lifestyle. Somebody who has diabetes, somebody who has lifestyle disorder should focus on Ayurvedic and holistic practices. For Aquarius, this is Venus transit in your 11th house, and a ninth lord Venus going in the 11th house, going in Purva Ashadha Nakshatra, gives you a lot of gains. You will be more happy, you will be feeling more pleasant, you will feel that things are moving in your own life, in your own way, and which makes you very happy. And this gives you new career opportunity. You will meet a lot of people, a lot of social gathering will happen, a lot of traveling will happen. So this is more like a pleasant Venus for you, but a Venus that makes you more passionate about earning more money. So if you're looking to expand your horizon, if you're looking to change a career, switch jobs, this might be the time to think about it. It's a short transit. Results may or may not come, but steps taken will produce good results in the future. And for the Pisces ascendant, you have to follow Venus in your career. Venus in Purva Ashadha makes you invincible in your career, makes your career powerful. You will become famous. You will have a good time with colleagues, and you will have a positive atmosphere in your office. This also shows that if there is any competition, you will win. Now, what does this mean? This means that you have to be comfortable in your own shoe. And if you are not, this can turn out into a war. So, whatever career, whatever role is given to you currently, be happy and enjoy that. It is okay to switch if you're not comfortable, but try to do justice to what is being given to you, because this Venus is going to bring you some good career opportunities and will make you more happy because it aspects your 4th house. Now, definitely Venus in Purva Ashadha Nakshatra creates an individual who is artistic, passionate and driven by the pursuit of both material and spiritual success. And you will be connected to beauty, love, the harmony, the equilibrium of the nature, the Fibonacci sequence, the golden ratio that you see in the nature and also in the cosmos. Venus is luxury, Sagittarius is expansion, Sagittarius is dharma. So if you follow the path of dharma, luxury will come to you, and praying to Goddess Lakshmi is something that you should do during this time. You will overcome your challenges. You will see a little restlessness, but if you balance it through mantras, if you balance it through yoga, meditation and holistic lifestyle, you are the one who is enjoying. So it is totally up to you whether you want to enjoy this time or you want to regret and crib about how your life is. Be motivated.